right now, me and Daisy are actually about to leave for the airport and we're off to New York for the weekend. And I'm gonna bring you guys with us and see what we can get up to in New York. This is gonna be awesome. So for Daisy's 26th birthday, I bought her some mystery flights, and she doesn't actually know where we were going until we showed up to the airport today. Now we're actually in New York City. Woo!
Yeah!
So me and Daisy are walking along the High Line right now, and we came across a sculpture. It's a man eating a whale, eating a horse, eating a crocodile, eating a dog, eating a human. This is awesome. This High Line place is actually pretty cool. I know Shannon wanted to come here, but I don't think she did. I think we're kind of in the wrong time. Like, all the trees are kind of dead, but it's kind of cool. Like, the Empire State Building is probably behind this building right here, so you can like walk along and see it all at the same time. So this is fun. So we went to our hotel and it actually turns out to be much nicer than what I was expecting, and it's literally right there straight off Central Park. So now we're walking through Central Park and it's starting to rain just a little bit. It's supposed to snow tonight, so I'm kind of excited for that. We do have like dinner reservation at the 4th most romantic place in the world tonight, and then maybe we're gonna be ice skating in the snow, hopefully. So here's actually a fun fact. Me and Daisy actually got married 1 year ago, but most of my family doesn't know that. Because with my visa application, we kind of had to get married. So this trip right now is kind of like our 1 year anniversary.
We're so happy that we can spend it here in New York.
Yeah, so right now we are actually in the middle of Central Park, and just down here the lady was telling us that they like to play guitars and stuff because of the acoustics, and we're on the way to go see the Alice in Wonderland. And now we're just gonna wander around the Central Park. There's lots of like music, guitar players and singers all around the park, so we're gonna go find some, and yeah, we'll share our clips with you guys. It's like super foggy here as well, so there's been some really cool photos on my Instagram. So go check out me and Daisy. Our Instagrams are like right there. Reservation that we're going to is like the best place in New York and the 4th most romantic place in the world, and they've got a 7-course meal option, but unfortunately for Valentine's Day I think it's all 5 courses, but we're super excited, and Daisy's wearing the exact same thing as before.
No, I'm not.
And our hotel is like super nice. I'm loving it. It's got one of these doors that spin. Oh, we can't see it. There's somebody in it right now. made it to Times Square finally, and I just found out it's like 1.5 million just in Manhattan, which is like a tiny area. But we're here. It kind of looks like Vegas, like that one old school Vegas. There's like Disney and Planet Hollywood and just so many lights. Dinner last night was absolutely amazing, but it was probably like the most expensive meal that we've ever paid for and probably are ever going to pay for. And today we're going to go to MoMA, which is the
Museum.
Yeah, the modern art museum. And we're also probably going to go find bagels and caffeine. And after we get some caffeine in us, we're probably going to go ice skating at the Rockefeller Center and probably down to like Chinatown. But the weather outside just is kind of raining still. But
the weather outside is frightful.
The weather outside's pretty rainy, but it's all good. We're going to go buy some umbrellas. Everything so far has been really good. Like, out of 10, what do you think the dinner was?
10, 11 and a half.
I reckon 9. There was pudding, like bread pudding. I'm pretty sure it was
Oh yeah, that was kind of weird.
How about Central Park, out of 10?
Oh, I loved Central Park. Favorite thing so far.
Yeah, Central Park was awesome. We went and seen the Alice in Wonderland, like, memorial? No, in memory of
Yeah, it was...
someone?
I don't know who it was, but it's in memory of somebody.
Yeah, and then we went and seen Imagine, who was that?
John Lennon.
John Lennon's little thing in Central Park. And basically just walking around, we saw heaps of horses and stuff taking people, which would have been fun to do, but all the horses are kind of like wet and I bet they stink. Times Square.
Lots of lights. Kind of reminded me of Vegas.
Yeah, we've been to Vegas probably like 2 or 3 times now, so we're kind of used to, I don't know, we've seen all those lights and stuff before, but I reckon that wasn't that fantastic. And then the last thing that we didn't talk about that we did yesterday was the High Line, which is normally like all luscious and green and would be awesome during the, probably fall would be the best time, but it was still kind of cool with the weird statues and stuff. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Alright, let's go get our day started.
See ya.
So we're at the Modern Art Museum, and honestly, I'm just not getting modern art. All I see there is just like a unicorn with a laser beam coming out of its head. Half of the pictures and stuff that we've seen is just like grandma's dirty fridge. So we just left the Museum of Modern Art.
It was amazing. Liam didn't think so, though.
It was pretty average, like, I don't know, obviously I don't have appreciation, I don't know. There's like Monet,
Picasso, Van Gogh, so cool.
yeah, but then there was, I don't know, yeah, those are cool, but then there was a lot of weird at the same time.
There was weird stuff there.
We went into this pitch black room that was just covered in sugar cane on the ground, and it just had like 4 naked people in there. And then there was like a bunch of pictures, like, I don't know, grandma's old dirty fridge and just weird. There was a unicorn with laser beams though.
Yeah, that was interesting.
So now we are actually off to the Rockefeller Center to go look at ice skating. Hopefully we can, but it is raining, so we may not be able to. We made it to the Rockefeller place, but unfortunately the ice skating rink's actually closed at the moment. But we found something even cooler. We found a Lego store, so we're gonna go in and buy something and probably make something. So because we couldn't go ice skating, we're actually gonna go all the way down to Battery Park and go see the Statue of Liberty. So that's gonna be fun. We took the subway all the way down to Battery Park, which is like where the Statue of Liberty ferry is, and it looks amazing. Like the city's got amazing like architecture and stuff like that. Like those buildings are so cool. And now we're actually at, what's this one here, Daisy?
The Sea Glass Carousel.
Sea Glass Carousel, and we're gonna go hop on a ferry right there and go to Liberty Island. So we made it to the Statue of Liberty. It's freezing freaking cold. You can like just see my breath.
We're here at the Statue of Liberty, which was a gift from France. And when America first got the statue, they had nowhere to put it. And so they spent millions of dollars on building this pedestal for it. And here we are on Liberty Island.
We're off to Ellis Island now. Apparently Daisy's got some ancestry or something to
Relatives that came through Ellis Island, I believe. And we're going to see if we can look in the books and see their registration coming into the US.
Or they're going to be there. We'll see. Woo! But yay, Ellis Island, no, Statue of Liberty. I look exactly like her. It's freezing freaking
you
cold.
Should take a picture of me like that.
Missing someone.
So this poster here is from 1906 when San Francisco had a giant earthquake, and it was like a message that was sent to London saying that they're going to pay $7 a day for bricklayers and like $2.50 for like helpers and stuff. One thing that I still can't get used to is they still, like back in those days, called all the immigrants aliens. Because the first time that I started doing my immigration paperwork to come to America, it was like printing out paperwork with alien all across the top of it, like, I can't even remember, immigration as an alien. I didn't think it was real, so I just threw it all away. Turns out 3 years later, I'm an alien. This here is pretty interesting. This is a graph of how many people came to America. So down here we're looking at like 1,000 most. And then it says about 6,000 right here, and then it just starts growing and growing and growing. And the peak was like 1986, with like 1 point, maybe 2 million people. That's crazy. And then the last figure it has here is 2001. Which is like 1 million people. Alright. Daisy, what did you think about that building?
Pretty dang cool.
Yeah, it shows like a lot of history about what they had to do just to get into the country back then. And I didn't realize how, how little amount of people were actually coming until it was about early 1900s, and then it really started to pick up. But before then it was like less than 6,000 people a year. And now it's like, 1 million people per year. It's pretty cool. So the part of the island that we didn't get to see, that other side, was like a medical ward. So when people came on the ships and were sick, they go over to that side of the island and they get treated for free. Because if they got sick on the boat or the ship, then it's completely covered. So we didn't get to go see it, but we got like a little bit of a lesson on it. And now we're about to jump back onto our ferry and we're off to New York again. It's our last day in New York City and we've come back to Central Park. There's actually an ice skating rink behind us that we might go look at, but on this side of the road is the Central Park Zoo. So we're gonna go check that out. Last night we went to like Chelsea Market And we didn't really do anything there. We just looked around. We were gonna get some like New York pizza from there, but instead we went to like a, I don't know, little
Hole-in-the-wall kind of
hole
place.
in the wall type pizza place, and we got 3 slices, and it was like huge. I'm pretty sure I took a small video in there, and the slices are just massive. And other than that, I don't think we really did much last night. We also went to Chinatown, and that was like pretty high on Daisy's want to do list while we were here. And what did you think of it, Daisy?
It's definitely not what I was expecting, but not too bad. Liam
Yeah.
didn't like it though.
I don't really like it. You're being hustled like non-stop. Every 10 feet or so, someone's like, you want to buy some watches, some purse, some cologne? Like, what do you want? Tell us. Like, that stuff I'm sure never works. But yeah, we got out of there. We were going to do dinner in Chinatown, but instead we just went off to Chelsea Market. So yeah, we're going to go to the zoo across the road, and then maybe the ice skating place. There's like people down there doing little performances and stuff. So now we're done with the zoo. We're pretty much gonna be heading home now. New York was like freaking awesome. Daisy, what was your favorite part?
Central Park. Everything
Central
about
Park? Yeah, definitely Central Park. We probably spent like maybe 3 hours or so in Central Park total, just going to like different statues and walking around it. And yeah, I really liked it. So anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. Hopefully we make our flight. There should be no issues. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video we make. Where should we go next? What country? What city? Let's do it.